Hey America, guess what? I am starting a new trend, all right? My name's T-Bird. I'm gonna show you what I got going on.
Yes, red, white, and blue calibers. Let's get this going. So, of course, we're seeing the red calibers out there, the new trend lately on the cars out there. There's some blue ones, some yellow ones, and I started looking for some United States flag ones. I saw some Italy ones, and to no success, I was able to find any. So I figured, hey, why don't I create my own? So after weeks of trying to do this, because I'm no painter at all, this is what I came up with. All right, so let's start a new trend for 2020 here. Please note, well, actually, this is a PowerPoint slide that I put together. It's very generic, very basic. Just understand that I have never held a can of paint in my hand ever. So there's going to be imperfections here. It's not perfect at all. It's just my demo per se. But again, the step-by-steps if you want to try to do this on your own. But hey, if someone out there can perfect these, mail me a set. I will pay you for it. My P.O. box is right there. But listen, don't make a mistake like I did. Make sure that you rotate one of the calipers, because if you don't, then your stars are going to be on the bottom of the calipers on the other side of the vehicle. So I didn't think about that when I started painting these. But just a note. Okay, so tools you will need. After my research on the web, there's like 77 different shades of blue. But with my research with the American flag, the color is Regal Blue. Again, that's based on my research. So I got a can of that, can of white paint, and I got some like packing paper here. So that way you can cover the calibers when you're moving around, when you're painting different areas. Get some painter's tape. Get the really thin one, because those are like the perfect lines for the stripes. And a star hole punch. I think I bought at Joann Fabrics. And grab some thick plastic so you can punch your stars in them. All right, so the calipers probably will come clean, but just in case there's some dust on there or some residue on there, you want to make sure you clean them before you start painting. All right, so now for the steps. So step one here. So find the center of the caliper, grab your tape. Again, you want to make sure that that top of the blue line is starting your half, going downwards. And again, guys, these are so curvy, like on the side, your tape's not going to go flat onto the caliper covers when you're wrapping it around it. So towards the end, you're probably going to need to take some more tape and just cover the sides of any red you'll see. All right, so next step here, you want to just take some more tape and just start going under each one, putting tape down there. Again, don't really worry about the sides because it curves until like towards the end. All right, so next step here, keep your top strip of tape on there, and every other you want to peel back and take off. Here I'm just showing which ones you need to take off based on the picture there. All right, now that you remove those strips of tape, that's where your white stripes are going to go. And your stripes will be identical sizes. If you see any of the blue ones remaining that are a little bit crooked, just grab another piece of tape and just straighten it out. Or you can just peel that back and put it back down and straighten it out. Whatever works for you. Again, I didn't use any measuring tools. I'm not looking for perfection here. I just wanted to do it the best way I can. Now that you are set to go on to the next step, just cover the bottom part with your packing paper, because now we're going to paint the top part blue. Okay, so I wrapped the bottom of the calipers up and took some tape to make sure that it was nice and secure around the sides of the caliper as well, so that way there's no blue seeping down into the bottom area. So I sprayed 4 coats. I waited 45 minutes between each coat to the point where you're not really seeing any red anymore. Okay, on this step, you're going to pretty much do the reverse of what you did on the last step. So you're going to take the paper off the bottom part, and you're going to put on new paper at the top part. You're going to cover the blue, and now you're going to spray with the white. And again, this took about 4 coats. No, this took 5 coats actually, and 45 minutes in between. And just keep going until you don't see the red. Okay, so this is my second set. As you can see, the tape is lifted because I did the blue first, which I got covered now, and I didn't recheck the tape before I did the whites. So probably be a good idea to do your blue part. Do the white part first, so you know the tape's down. But if you're gonna do the blue part first, just double check your tape again to make sure it's flat on top there. So, dang, I wish I would have caught that. See those gaps? That's how the white's getting under there. Anyway, live and learn. This is only my second set, so I'll probably get it down by the third. Suggestion on these: don't buy the ones with the raised letters. It's much easier to get paint under the tape with the raised letters. So I would buy the ones with the very flat surface. Okay, on this step here, you want to remove all the paper and tape. Now, the first set on the left picture there, you can see that a lot of white was seeping through because I didn't tape it down tight enough. But on the second set there, I did a much better job. You can see a little bit of the white coming through on the right side there. But other than that, much better job on there. But I took just like a regular red Sharpie and just went over that white part just to stay within the red to remove that white paint. But I tried to remove it with some paint remover, and then the red started coming off, so don't try that. So here's how it looked after I cleaned it all up with the red marker, and it looks not perfect, but looks pretty dang good. All right, on this step here, you're going to grab your star punch and some hard plastic. Take your time with this. It took me several attempts to get the spacing correct. Okay, on the step here, you're going to grab your paper and your tape, and you're going to just expose the blue area where the stars are going to go. All right, on this step here, I cut out a shape of the exposed area of the calipers, so not to cut through any of the stars. And I held it down with a long bolt and did a quick spray of the white paint and removed it right away. All right, once all the tape and paper is removed, then here are the final results. So not perfect at all, but it's my demo set. So I'm waiting on someone else to create this and do a much better job than me, and I'll buy a set. Thanks. All right, now it's time to put these bad boys on. So put the gasket seal on it, like I showed you in previous slides. Then I used bungee cords, and I wrapped it around the stud there and into the back of the calipers to hold that down for those 24 hours. Took the bungee cords all 24 hours, and they look ready to go. So it's time to put the tires on. All right, these things look really good. So you know how they say that United States flag, these colors don't run? Well, I'm adding a new thing here. I'm going to say roll those colors. So as you can see how good it looks there behind the tire, and just to show off a little bit, my tire valves even have United States flag on them. So that's how patriotic I'm going to be with this vehicle. There you go. Roll those colors, America. Okay, America, let's get this going. I'm pumped and excited about this new trend. I'm going to get started here. Hopefully I see a lot of those calipers on the road out there. Roll those colors. This is T-Bird. I'm out.